The architecture of the Superform studio, established by Poboljšaj and Anton Žižek just over 2 decades ago, is an inspiring contribution to the architectural scene in Slovenia. Superform's architecture has also gained due recognition abroad, with Brown, the Swiss publishing house, ranking it among the 1,000 best architects of Europe. The Superform architects are also known for giving impressive poetic names to their creations.
After graduating from university, Poboljšaj and Anton Žižek let their visual imaginations run wild and began to create virtual architecture. Later, they also started to tackle the real thing. Their recent projects include a factory complex known as Typhoon. The zoning and development plan of the site in the Kozjansko Regional Park prohibits large or tall buildings that could alter the area's scale. Therefore, the architects created an artificial landscape which is based on and complementary to the natural landscape, yet still allows the factory to perform its basic functions. The architects always give longer descriptive names to their completed projects, ensuring that the users experience and have a key to understanding their living spaces. The name Across the Deck and Into Life represents the reconstruction and adaptation of 2 old buildings that stand on the banks of the Ljubnica stream. The architect's primary idea was the creation of 2 houses with separate characters and separate functions.
Spalni del, spalna hiša je introvertirana, tako je oblikovana tudi fasada, ki omogoča...
The sleeping area is introverted. The facade is designed with this in mind, giving a sense of being closed in. The other house, the day house, is extroverted, like a ship's deck in a bay of greenery.
The architects used natural materials, wood and stone, as well as glass, iron and slate. What emerged was a heterogeneous entity with a minimalistic garden design created by landscape architect Matej Kučina. In the middle of a beautiful green valley, the house that captures water is built into the hillside.
We take the element of water, which becomes the cornerstone of our architectural project. It deconstructs both buildings and leaves its wake. That wake is the inhabitable terrace on 2 levels. So we can live and have a sense of privacy on this terrace, situated in this beautiful environment. One reason for this was our decision to raise the location itself to the middle of the slope, rather than having it at ground level next to the road.
The poetic name Crystal Threads graces the facade of a factory that connects various points of an old, existing building, creates an imposing entrance and gives the appearance of a single office building. Among the firm's earlier projects is a house bearing the name The Absorption of Light. It's an adaptation of an existing home with an extension. The house draws in light from its ceiling and from side.
Architecture is all about communication. As a project is being created, this communication is between the architect and the client, but when it's built, the communication is between the user and the environment.
The architecture of the firm Superform has a unique character. Carefully selected materials and shapes form an architectural whole that towers above the Slovenian norm.